Hi guys and welcome to Bomb Anime.
It's your girl Ruka.
And Big Boy Summer here bringing you a hot or not on the Dawn of the Witch.
Creativity. The concept for this is that it's set in a magic school. You've got Sayb, who has no memory and also not very much magic, and now he has to help set up a village in the south where witch hunting is still, it's always bad in the south, isn't it? It's always the south.
Whoa. Not in the UK. The south has the best places in the UK. Hold up to my people from London. Get me, fam. Carry on.
It's not even the most south of the country.
It's south enough.
Okay, so the south is great. And he had to help set up this village in an area where there's still witch hunting and everything's still going on. Although there's a lot of concepts that we've seen before, like, witch hunting isn't really a new thing. I still feel like they've brought some creative aspects to it.
When I first saw the opening, I thought, oh my god, this is like Tower of God. You know how Bam didn't know what happened to him before he made that traitorous woman, Rachel.
Rachel.
But then I thought, okay, we're in an academy, so this is basically Hogwarts meets Tower of God. It might be pretty cool. I like both sort of shows, so I was down. So I like some of the concepts that they come up with.
Entertainment. So this one felt like it lasted longer than it actually did. I feel like it dragged a little bit. However, I do feel like it left me with a promise. At the very end of the episode, we saw that Kudo's tail got daggered. And
Wait, so first people are leaving you with promises, now stuff is getting daggered. Are you right, Ruka?
Stop it, okay.
Need a second?
Stop, this isn't even how our format goes. Shut up and let me speak.
Sorry, you go.
Oh my god, so Kudo's tail gets severed, and I wasn't expecting the amount of violence and also disrespect. Like, he is like a beast, man. You took off his tail. What the hell? That's like taking off someone's...
So you're not okay, Ruka? You're not okay at all? You need a second? Jesus. I guess you entertained yourself.
Stop it. I don't mean like that. It's just... Oh my god. Okay, you.
So, I disagree with Ruka, and I also agree with her in certain aspects. Did it drag? I thought it dragged slightly, but I don't think it dragged the whole way through. I thought it dragged in the beginning. They spent too much time giving me pointless things, I thought, in the beginning, and then it was starting to get good towards the end. So, again, like Ruka said, she's owed a promise, and so am I. So hopefully we can both get our promises.
It sounds so bad when you say it.
In terms of it feeling longer than it was, no, I think it felt exactly the same amount as how it's supposed to be, the whole 24 minutes. The issue is, we've been watching bangers recently, innit? And we finally got to a normal anime, I think.
Character development. So I would say that I feel like Sayb was not developed enough. We were only sort of getting into his character near the very end. I do like how he has this dead behind the eyes look, because in this anime they've really concentrated on the liveliness of eyes, really, and his being so dead makes a massive contrast. And I like that they've tied that into him not having any memories and feeling empty, and how lost he is, and how the one thing that he actually has can be taken away from him at any point. So I really like those aspects that they've started to put there. I wish that they went into him a little bit more. I also really like Holt, because although you haven't seen it, she's shown us that there are a lot of things behind her personality. The fact that she's telling us that she's so used to fake smiling, it makes it seem as if she doesn't have much to smile about, really. She also said that smiling was the only way she could get a meal, so I'm thinking she might have even been homeless. I feel like she has like a big story behind her, and I'm looking forward to finding out more about her character. She makes me want to know more about her. It obviously means she can also act, so how genuine is she? I think she is genuine. And then, I didn't really like Loux Krista, so I feel like she's just so bratty and a little bit annoying, but I would say that her character went into more depth than anybody else's. You got to see how calculating she is. She knows that she's cute and she can use that to her advantage to get her way, but also she does have like integrity. because of the way that she was just immediately going to take up for Kudo to go and find him. She's protecting the other people that she's with. And then she has this weird staff that can eat witches, and there seems to be a lot with her character, and I think I'm gonna like her eventually, but right now she kind of just rubs me the wrong way just slightly. It's the annoyingness of her character, but there's so much to her character, so I'm looking forward to seeing that.
So in terms of the characters, I think Lucas hit most of the nails on the head, except for the fact that Loux she doesn't like. That's her opinion, but I think it's wrong. Loux Christus is the best character in the whole show. Look, she is annoying, but that's part of the charm. She has got integrity. What else do you need from a main character? Let her be the main character, because unfortunately for me, I think Sybil, Sybil, whatever way you want to call him, this guy needs to be shipped off somewhere else. Bam didn't know what he was doing in Tower of God. Yeah, he wasn't the mopey idiot, so I have no idea what's going on here. Him being dead behind the eyes is fine and it's great, but you don't have to be deadpan all the time. Even though the anime has shown that they can draw and write a well-balanced, multifaceted character such as Holt, who, as Ruka has said, there's a lot going on there and there's so much to unpack. It feels like there's nothing to unpack, and like, I know you can take Zetsubon despair as deep as you want, but come on man, the nihilism is a little bit too one-dimensional for me. There's multiple characters that have nihilism in anime, and like, I feel like for the first episode, maybe I'm judging him a bit too harsh.
Yep.
Maybe he'll come into his own.
He will.
But
he's got mad room for growth.
But for me right now, I didn't want to see him on the screen. I kind of wanted to see more of Loux.
World building. They have given us a little bit of history in terms of what has happened with magic from 10 years ago. Was it 10 years ago to now?
Yeah.
Where there was a war where the main person wanted to stop being persecuted and get magic out there a lot, and so he decided to start a whole war, and now magic is used more in everyday life apart from in the south where they're still really against witches. So I really like that little history lesson, and it also lets us know what we're going to expect in the south, but we can also see that there's a lot of prejudice as well between different races or species. There seems to be a lot of animosity with the church and then witches, so I'm seeing a lot of conflict that we're going to be seeing in the future. And as far as like the world visually, we haven't seen too much apart from inside of the school. We've seen a little bit outside of it as well, and the forest, but not really much. It looks like a normal fantasy world in terms of that, but I really do think that we're going to be seeing a lot of power struggles and different things and different settings as well, because we're already seeing, even from episode 1, that they're telling us that we're going to be moving scenes. So in terms of the world building, I think that they've given us a little bit of everything.
So yeah, like Ruka's correct here. I feel like they've given us like a slight glaze of world building, like a surface level, if you will. And I feel like it's not against them. I don't think they've done it in a way that actually puts them in a bad light. They've made sure that you understand the context of certain things, because they gave you that surface level. If they go deeper in the anime, I'll be very happy, because there's so much lore to unpack here. Like the relationship between the beast fallen and humans, let alone the relationship between the churches and witches. And even though the avatar of the church, I guess, said it himself, weren't they the ones that used to be used as sacrifices, and now they're trying to learn magic? Like, I was thinking, ooh, I really want that to be unpacked there. What is their actual relationship? And we haven't even gone into familiars. I'm waiting to see that, because the moment that Holt decided to do scrying, I was like, you know what, yeah, I might get the whole witch, you know, and like, I've told you guys already, I like Sabrina the Teenage Witch, I like stuff like that, I like anything to do with the whole Wicca and witches and all of that stuff. And the moment I got the scrying, I was like, what, you were gonna get a little bit of stuff, so yeah, I don't think it went against them too much.
I have to agree with that. I loved the different forms of magic that they used. I felt like it was classical types of magic that we saw, like growing up watching things like Hocus Pocus and those types of things, like watching those types of movies. I liked it. You even had the flame coming direct from the finger. I liked the scrying. Even the fact that she looked in the distance and spotted that guy from far away, that looked like a part of a magical power, like she had some form of sight. So I am really looking forward to seeing more of the magic. I love that stuff. Plot execution. So, you know, we're not going to say too much about the plot. Obviously, they've told us what it is. I've said it in the beginning when I was talking about creativity. He's off to make a magic village, and if he can't do that, He's got 3 years to do it. If he can't do it, then he's going to have all of his memories removed, and then he'll really have nothing. He's going to have to start from scratch yet again.
Let's just go to the verdict.
We shall go to the verdict. So, creativity, hot or not?
I was on the fence for the longest part until I saw certain things that Holt was doing. Holt basically saved him and got him a hot.
It is also a hot for me. It's like a loose hot as well. Because
A loose hot.
why do you always like mess with my words? You make everything I say sound dirty. Anyway, yes, it was like a loose hot because at the beginning it didn't feel all that creative, but I do feel like they have brought some creativity to it, even though they've used a lot of things that have been used before. I still feel like they've done enough. Entertainment, hot or not?
3/4 of the way I wasn't entertained, and then the last quarter I kind of was. So I kind of have to give it a not, and I don't want to because they hit it where it mattered, you know, before the next episode, but it's a not for me, sorry.
I have to agree that this was also a not for me because I didn't feel that entertained, and then near the end I was like, oh, this is actually going somewhere, but by that time it was too late. I feel like they spent a little bit too much time in the beginning with the whole loux thing. It just got dragged on too long, and sorry. Anyway, character development, hot or not?
I'm actually going to give it a hot because I think that they developed the characters other than Sybil correctly. Now, it's the same sort of thing that I said about Tower of God, so I have to be consistent. It's a hot.
So for me, I would say that it's a hot. I think that they did great with the characters, even though, yes, they didn't talk about the main character too much. That was fine for me, especially because he was in his brooding state. You know, we're only going to be able to take too much of that Platinum End. So we're good on that. I think that it was probably a good choice to give us less. Less is more. World building, hot or not?
It's a hot. And in the words of Ruka, it's a loose hot because they didn't do enough graphically, but I think they did enough in terms of the, you know, the lore, the exposition, the actual giving you of the journey, the seeing how the journey began, all of that stuff. They did enough, but graphically they let the side down. But I felt they did enough to get the hot here.
I think that they did a really good job. I don't really mind if they didn't do any aesthetics because really they set the scene for us. They also let us know the types of temperature that we're experiencing between different types of characters, like the different races, the different species. They let us know about the temperature of magic in the world as a whole and how it changes geographically. I think that they did a really good job. I enjoyed it a lot. Plot execution.
It's a hot. It's a hot for me. It's a hot, and it's hard to get a hot here. Did I get a plot for the thing? Yes. Did I get a plot for the episode? Yes. Do I know what's going on? Yes. Have they done anything to give me twists and turns? Yes. No one saw that beast tail coming. No one saw that beast tail coming. No one saw the blatant romance just start from jump even. Like, bruv, you know what? Hot for me. I think that they smashed it with the plot execution.
I have to agree that it did massively well in the plot execution department. Also, I liked the little taste that they gave us, showing us that he's lost all of his memories, but he hasn't lost all of them. He has one memory of someone saying that she will take him to another world because he has similar eyes to her, which indicates an isekai situation. We might be dealing with an isekai situation. His memories aren't fully gone. He has this one memory right before he lost everything else. And also the fact that they told us that he had sat his exam, but he doesn't even remember taking it, is showing us that he was in this world doing things before he lost his memory, which gives us even more mystery for the rest of the anime. Massive, great job. So there you have it. Both of us have gone for 4 out of 5 hots for all of the categories except for entertainment. But it will be.
Yeah.
I feel like it will be.
I can't wait. I actually want to watch the whole thing now.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. So let us know in the comments what you thought of this one.
Guys, we really, really appreciate it if you made it this far.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.
Peace.